Hello dear student, welcome to the DAV Moil Public School Sita Savangi. I am your computer teacher, this is standard 5th. Our today's topic is writing with styles and color. In the previous chapter, we met a little girl named Alice who, in her dreams, reached Writerland, where she learns different options writer. Her journey is not yet over. She is still in Writerland. Let's see what more is in store in her dreams sequence. Alice bid goodbye to Mr. Top and Mr. Bottom and moved ahead. As she passed through the lush green land, she heard the sound of loud music. She followed the sound and reached a lawn where a dance party was going on. Near the fence was a standing and handsome dwarf. Alice went close to him and said, "Oh my God, you look so handsome." She asked, "Who are you?" Then Mr. Phone says, they says, "I'm Mr. Phone," he replied, blushing. Mr. Phone, a weird name. Didn't get you what is font? Font means a text which can be displayed or printed in a different style. Then Mr. Phone then explained to Alice, like every child or adult has a different handwriting. Similarly, writer provides us with a different writing style, which is referred as a font name. Then Alice says, "Okay, now I got it." Then what else you do in Writerland, Mr. Phone? So I am used for styling or formatting any text in Writer. That is, formatting refers to changing the appearance of text in the document. Then Mr. Phone says, "I have handful of tools with me which can help you change the look of any text in your document. Let me explain then one by one. You can format the characters in a writer using one of these options. That is, first, formatting toolbars. Second one is format menu, where is characters and characters dialog box. And third is a shortcut menu. But note, to use any of these options, you need to type the text and select it and then click on the desired option. So let's start. The first one is a formatting toolbar. Note, the toolbar shown in the figure as customized. To customize any toolbar, you need to click on Tools menu. Now, the toolbar options. The toolbar means styles are a great way to quickly and easily manage how to entire documents like headers, titles, and text will appear. Rather than going through the entire document and adding or changing the headers one by one, you can simply apply a style and then make changes to it using a style section. So first one is a style and formatting. That is a specified whether to show or hide the styles and formatting window, which is where you can assign and organize a style. And the second is apply the style. Assign a style to the current paragraph, the selected paragraphs, or to a selected object. The third one is a font name. It allows to select the font name from the list or enter a font name directly. And the fourth one is the font size. That allows to choose between a different font size from the list or to enter a size manually. Here in the images I will show the third and the fourth, that is which is a step for starting a format menu. To click on the format menu character to get the dialog box as shown in the below. Okay, and the fifth one is a bold. The bold, that is we use also a shortcut key for the bold. That is shortcut key is Ctrl plus B. Makes the selected text bold. If the cursor is in the word, the entire word is made bold. If the selection or word is already bold, the formatting is removed. Then the sixth one is italic, whose shortcut is Ctrl plus I. Makes the selected text italic. If the cursor is in the word, the entire word is made italic. If the selection or word is already italic, the formatting is removed. And the seventh is the underline, whose shortcut form is Ctrl plus U. It underlines or removes underlines from the selected text. In another example, you see here the fifth one Mr. Font, the sixth is the Mr. Font, and seventh how they format. Means fifth is the bold, sixth is the italic, and seventh is the underline. And the eighth is the superscript. It means reduce the font size of the selected text and raise the text above the baseline. In the example 8 numbers we see, okay. And then this ninth subscript, it reduce the font size of the selected text and raise the text below the baseline. We will see in the ninth. Okay, in the images we will see the 8th and 9th. But note, children, when you will go to higher classes, you will find the use of these options in writing mathematicals and chemical formulas. Okay. The example of 8th and 9th I will show you here. See here, Mr. Font and Mr. Font 9th. So it is examples of subscript and superscript. Now the 10th, the increase of font and decrease of font. So let's see. The 10th is the increase of font. It is increases the font size of the selected text. And the 11th is the reduce the font size of the selected text. Let's see the examples of. The 10th example is Mr. Font. When we increase this size, it will like the second, and when again increase the size, it is shown in the third option. When again we increase the size, the fourth one is our example of that increase the font size. When we reduce the size, it will decrease the font size. We will example here the 11th. When we decrease the size, Mr. Font again decrease the size of Mr. Font, again decrease the size of Mr. Font, and again decrease the size of Mr. Font. The point size is the relative measure of the size of the font. It is not connected to any unit of measurement. In a typography, a point is the smallest whole unit of measurement. Now, font color. Font color is used to change the foreground color of a text. We can change the color of the text in any colors. Okay. And 13 is the highlighting. It applies the current highlight color to the background of the text selection. To change the highlight color, click the arrow next to the highlighting icon and then click the color that you want. The 14 is the background color. Click to open the toolbar where you can select the background color for a background. The color is applied to the background of the current paragraph or the selected paragraph. And then the 15 is a character dialog box. Open the font character dialog box. In the example I will show you, that is see here, the 12th is Mr. Font, 13 Mr. Font, and 14 Mr. Font has a different way. Okay. Now Mr. Font took a deep breath and stopped his narration. Then Eliza says, "Is that all?" Mr. Font says, "No dear, the list is endless, but I think this is enough for a little girl like you." Okay. Eliza stopped the difference within no time. Mr. Font appreciated her quick observation skill. Then Eliza was happy to see her black and white background turning into colored one, but she still had a lot of questions in her mind. Mr. Font was quick enough to read her face. He asked Eliza to accompany her to the party. Then the lawn was decorated beautifully with balloons and stars of different colors and size. As they were entering the party lawn, the Mr. Font introduced him to a fatty dwarf wearing a long red coat and a big hat on his head. He was having a huge brush in his hand. He seemed like a magician. Eliza was about to approach him when she was taken aback by surprise. What's that? All of a sudden all balloons and stars turned same. They all were having same color and looked even more beautiful. But how it happened? Questions arise. It's the magic of this brush called Format Painter, replied Mr. Painter. The fatty dwarf, that is Mr. Dog, can you show me your brush and please tell me how you created that magic? Then Mr. Fatty says, yes, of course. And Mr. Painter then explained its use of allies. Used to allies. Let's see the what is Format Painter. Format Paintbrush tool is used to copy formatting from a text selection in a writer or from an object and apply the formatting to the another text selection or object. And how it to use? They use it as select the text or object whose formatting you wish to copy, and then from the standard bar click the format brush paintbrush icon. The cursor changes to a paint bucket. Note, if you wish to apply the formatting to more than one selection, double click on the format paintbrush icon. After you have applied the entire formatting, click on the icon again. Then third, select or click the text or object on which you wish to apply the formatting to see how it works. I will show you here two images, the before and after. Before original, see here, I am Mr. Painter, and after formatting using painters, I will apply to the I am alive. It will see in the next images. In above example, the format of the first line is copied to the next slide using format painter. Now in this example, the format of the smile is copied on the rhombus by using the format painter. Okay, then Ali says, Mr. Painter, where all can I use this brush? So it's a very handy tool and can be used for making appearance of heading and subheadings in newspapers, magazines, charts, brochures and resumes. Then Ali says, so now I can write my text using different style, color, alignment, size, and can even copy the format of one text to another. But I was just wondering, is there any way I can copy correct spelling from somewhere in the writer? You see, I am very poor in spelling. Then Mr. Painter says, you can't copy the spelling, dear, but yes, you can definitely find the words with incorrect spelling and can automatically correct them. Then Ali says, that sounds interesting. Please guide me how to do this. Then Painter said, then called Mr. Speller and her finance Mr. Otto Spell, who were busy dancing. Then Mr. Painter says, Mrs. Speller, meet Alice, our new guest in Writerland. She would like to know about you. Please help her. They all sat around the table and started their conversation. We are found in the standard toolbar of Writer. Let me tell you in details. So let's see what are the spellings and grammar says. You can manually check the spelling and grammar of a text selection or the entire document. The spell checks start from the current cursor position or from the beginning of the text selection. Step for spell checks are: first, click on the document or select the text that you want to check, and then choose the tools of spelling and grammar. When your possible spelling error is encountered, the spell check dialog opens and OpenOffice.org offers some suggested correction. Do one of the following. First, accept a correction, click the suggestion and then click change. And to disline a correction, to click on ignore. To add an unknown word to a user defined dictionary, click add. Then Ali says, but Mr. Speller, can we check the spellings of any word using spelling and grammar? Then Mr. Speller says, no, not at exactly all, but as most of them. Then Ali says, how do you remember all the spellings? They are countless in number. Then I need not remember them. I have a dictionary installed inside me. I can spell check only those words which are present in my dictionary. You can check almost all the words of any language using me, but for that it's important that the required dictionary must be installed on your computer system. But do you know computer uses a British dictionary by default? Note, all incorrect spellings are underlined by a wave red color line, whereas grammatically errors are underlined by a green line. Then Mr. Autospell, who was listening to whole conversation very quickly, boasted of himself, saying, I am even more powerful tool. You can use me not only to check the wrong spelling but can even correct it there then itself. Now see the automatically checking the spellings. Let's follow the steps given below to check the spelling automatically. First, activate the auto spell check icon on the standard bar. Then right click on the word with a red wave underline and then choose a suggested replacement word from the list or from the autocorrect submenu. We choose a word from the autocorrect submenu, the underlined word and the replacement word are automatically added to the autocorrect list for the current language. To view the autocorrect list, choose Tools Autocorrect options and then click the Replace tab. You can also add underlined word to your custom dictionary by choosing the Add. Now this is an activity over the our Writerland. You have to do it. Okay. So it is a assessment activity for you. Type the poem given below on Office Writer in your computer lab. Okay. So in this way we will discussing about the further of Writerland, where we meet Mr. Ford, who telling about the formatting toolbars and how it can works. They told about they teach about the style formatting, apply style, which is font name, font size, bold, italic, underline, superscript, subscript, and many more. And again we meet with Mr. Dorf, Fatty Dorf, who tell us who about the format painters and use of format painters. And the last one is spelling and grammars. How you can use spelling and grammars to autocorrect our spellings in document writer. Okay, so we will going to be further in the next video. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.